The C-SPAN Civics bus is traveling the country, visiting libraries, bookstores, festivals, and authors. Here are some of the people and places we visited.
Brad Cohen, author of Front of the Class, How Tourette Syndrome Made Me the Teacher I Never Had. Mr. Cohen, first off, would you please explain what Tourette Syndrome is?
Tourette syndrome is a neurological disorder which causes people to make noises and tics that they can't control.
And so have you had this syndrome your whole life?
I have had it since 4th grade. So it's hereditary, but the Tourette's comes on at different times for different people.
And so explain how this syndrome has impacted your life and what led you to write this book about.
I remember in 5th grade my teachers made me get up in front of the class and apologize for making the noises I was making. I remember not being comfortable in school. I had no friends. People didn't believe in me. And then when I was in middle school, my principal gave me the opportunity to get up and educate everybody about Tourette syndrome. And after I educated them, as I sat down, I got a standing ovation. And it was the first time in my life that I realized the power of education, and that when you're open and honest about the conditions that you have, it can really make life a lot easier for you. So I knew that I needed to share my story, and that's when I decided to write this book. That's when I decided that I wanted to be that teacher that I never had. And over the years, that was my dream. And I finally got the opportunity to fulfill that dream as a 2nd grade teacher, and then I went on to write this book to share my story, to remind people that doesn't matter what kind of dream you have, you can still be successful and you can achieve those dreams with the right support systems.
What is the response that you have gotten most from readers of this book?
The biggest response that I got has been a reminder to people that it doesn't matter what kind of disability or weakness that you may have in life, that you can still be successful. There are a lot of people out there that have weaknesses or disabilities, and they think that they can't achieve what they want to do. They think that they have no hope. And I think that my story is about hope, telling them that you can do anything you want. And I hope that I am that role model to millions of people out there that have obstacles that are in front of them every single day, as a reminder to them that they can do it. Don't give up.
Give us an example of an analogy that you put in your book here that's one of your favorite stories of your life.
I think the biggest story that comes out is that I've always referred to Tourette syndrome as my constant companion. It's my best friend. It's with me during the good times and the bad times, and we've had to learn how to figure each other out. And I think that a lot of people can relate to having some sort of constant companion, although a lot of times people look at their constant companion in a negative way. And my story is about having a positive attitude and befriending your issue and just trying to figure out how to make the most of it.
As a school teacher, how did you have to relate this syndrome to your students?
I've always believed in being upfront and honest with my students about my Tourette syndrome. The toughest thing about living with Tourette's is the ignorance. It's the people that don't know and the people that don't want to learn about Tourette syndrome. But with kids, they're sweet and they're innocent, and that when you truly educate them about Tourette's, after a few moments, they get it. They don't have any preconceived notions that, oh yeah, right, you're doing that on purpose. They understand it, they befriend you, and they want you to be like any one of their other friends.
Now, you told me that you get to meet the President of the United States next week. What do you plan on sharing with him?
I've had the honor to be invited to the White House. He heard about our story, and I want him to know that I'm like any other American out there. Growing up, I just wanted to be like everybody else, and hopefully he can help promote my story to millions of Americans that just because you're different, just because you have some sort of disability, you can still do it. My story is about the underdog and what happens when you give the underdog a chance.
Do you support any sort of studies that could help out either cure Tourette syndrome or to at least help maintain it better?
Not necessarily any studies that I really support, but I am part of the Tourette Syndrome Association, and people can get involved with their own local support groups to learn more about Tourette's, to allow their children an opportunity to meet other people who have Tourette syndrome. And there's a lot of fundraising that's happening out there, as slowly but surely we're looking for a cure.
The book is Front of the Class, How Tourette Syndrome Made Me the Teacher I Never Had. Brad Cohen, thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Thank you. It's an honor. Cheers.
You can view Book TV programs, sign up for a weekly email of our schedule, and learn about upcoming programs at booktv.org.